So I'm walking to the shop because I went out I went out of coffee. So and I get about what 60 feet away, and I see this red light flashing, and I'm thinking that's a bit strange. It's a bit low down. And I keep walking, and I realise it's a light off somebody's bicycle that's fallen on the road, and I think a car had driven over it because so you can't miss it, like, because it's flashing at you. It's like, save me, save me, save me, help, help. And so I goes up to it, and I picks it up, and then I realise there's bits of plastic all around it. So I picked all the bits of pieces of plastic up, and I'm thinking, oh, it's got a little lithium battery on it. I'm thinking, oh, well, that might be useful. So that's my initial thought. And for something like my temperature thermometer gun thing and all that, I'm just thinking about, oh well, I could probably use that. But so I'm walking along, and I ducks into this little local pub club thing where there's some lights, and I'm looking at it, and I'm thinking, well, how do you turn the bloody thing off? Because it's crushed, like it's been run over by a truck or somewhere. So I can't turn it off because the switch has been completely squished, but it's still working. It's flashing away, and I'm thinking, well, I don't want to be walking down the street with that flashing in my pocket or out. Anyway, I was thinking about whether not to pull the wire off, and I'm rolling it around looking at it, and the wire fell off by itself. It's psychic abilities to make the wire fall off. I don't know, but anyway, it fell off. So anyway, I wraps it up, puts it back in my pocket, and I'm walking up the street, and I'm just about to turn this corner, and then this guy comes whizzing down on a push bike, and I immediately noticed that he had headlights but no tail light. And I'm thinking, I just says to him, I said, excuse me, have you lost something? And he stops, and he says, yeah, my light. I says, oh. So I puts my hand in my pocket. I says, oh, you must be looking for this. And he said, oh yes, thank you. So anyway, it turned into something positive. But I did say to him, I said, well, I think you're going to need a new one, because I don't think it's going to be much good now, because it's been completely squished, and it was still working until the wire fell off. And but at the end of the day, the tiny little battery that was in it, I'm thinking I could buy them on eBay for cheap, like 43 or 4 quid, the cheap. And I'd rather have one that's not been run over because it might explode. So anyway, I gave it back to him, and he was really happy. And I suppose it saved him from spending, probably an hour looking for a whole rear flashlight, tail light. Because he probably didn't know it had been run over by a truck or a car. He probably didn't know that. He probably just thought he lost it and he wanted to recover it. So he could have spent an hour or two looking for the damn thing, backtracking over where he'd been and everything. Obviously, once he saw it was in a mess. I've got a Battenberg, by the way, in case you're wondering. So anyway, he put it in his pocket, and he drove off happy. Yeah, so it's weird, isn't it, how these things work out sometimes? Because you see, what are the chances of me picking up his light off the road, literally 3 minutes before he turns around, comes back looking for it? I mean, I could have been gone by the time he came down that road. I could have been long gone. I could have been. Yeah. So, I had to eat it because it's melting. I'll pause a minute. You know, actually, I've just been drinking some of my Coke as well. Got some more Coke. I don't think there's really much else to say, actually, apart from that. But, yeah, so I'll just end the video, really. There's not much else to tell you, really. So anyway, just a little freak moment. Bye for now.